Stay tuned to find out what Marvel Legends I create when I mash all of these together. How and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today's something a little bit different as I'm going to do another action figure upgrade. Now, this isn't something I usually do. Very rare occasion that I turn the camera on and show you what type of creations I'm making for my personal display. So this is by no means a tutorial. This is just me sharing the mayhem. So in front of me, I have a package from Scottacus Customs. Now, Scott and me have been talking for a long time and I eventually pulled the trigger on some of his cloth goods. Now, I don't usually buy cloth goods because I haven't always been a fan of them on 6-inch figures, but there are just some character designs and some looks that you can only recreate on the shelf with some flowing cloth goods, and I think this is one of these examples. So make sure you check out ScottacusCustoms.com. Tons of stuff for Marvel Legends and for Black Series. I'm sure you will find plenty you like. He's also got an Instagram, Scottacus_customs. So I got this black cape. Now, what is it, you ask? It's just a black cape. But what can it create is even more interesting. So let me move all this out of the way. And let's start. So we have a black cape. I've also brought an extra cloak. Now, obviously, that cloak is not for this guy because there's no blue in it. It's just a black cape. But I'm interested in that all black body because I also have a Hydra soldier. So this is an MCU Hydra soldier Red Skull that I actually brought for the Hydra Trooper heads. But they also come with plenty of Red Skull heads. Do you see where I'm going now? Do you see where I'm going? So, I am going to attempt to make a Marvel Legends Infinity War version of Red Skull. I'm talking the Soul Stonekeeper Red Skull, the one that's floating around on Vilmir, the one we hadn't seen in years until he reappeared in Infinity War. I need a Soul Keeper for my shelf. Infinity War is one of my favourite MCU films, and it's a bit mad that Hasbro didn't give us a reissue of Red Skull in that form. But now I have this cloak cape, I'm hoping I can do that, mashing all of these together, and I'm going to do it on camera for you guys. So, don't need him, I just needed this Red Skull head, and I'm also going to open this guy up and take out Cloak. Okay, so Cloak's out of packaging. So as I said, I don't really need the Cloak figure. So let me just pop his head off. Don't need that, and I don't need that. Honestly, all I wanted was this body because it's all black and slightly blue, but it's translucent and it's just sort of a shadowy figure. And that is sort of perfect for what I want to embody Red Skull. So let me just make sure this head fits on here. And luckily, it does. So now we have Red Skull, all black, shadowy, translucent. That sort of works. But not on its own, it doesn't. We need the cape. So that's where Scottacus Customs comes in. And we can hopefully make this happen. So I'm going to take the head off, put the cape on, like so. And the ball peg pops out just there. Nice little hole, and it's sewed on perfectly. Exactly where you need it. Then we get the head and put the head back on and actually get the hood. And the hood has bendy wire in it. So I can actually bend around Red Skull's head. And the cape is all tattered. Like you can see it's all tattered and worn, just like Red Skull. So I need to pose it good, obviously, and I'm not the best at posing. But do you see what I'm trying to do here, people? Do you see what I'm trying to do? We've got Red Skull with a tatty, ratty cape on, even though it's pretty good quality, with some bendy wire here as well on the hood. And I can get him posed up and have myself a Vilmir version of Stonekeeper Red Skull. I also wanted to show off that there's bendy wire down both layers of cloth, so you can twist it and manipulate it in a way you want, so it will flare out both sides. So it gives it that sort of extra sort of layer on the display, because this first layer of cloth is like a much solid black, where the second layer is a bit more tattered and see-through. So it just gives it a bit more depth on the display, I think. And yeah, this is going to look very nice all posed up. So there you have it, nice and quick, but get them on a flight stand, get the cape all flared out, and you have yourself a Red Skull Stonekeeper from Infinity War. The missing piece to your shelf, and you didn't even know it. But honestly, if you want any type of cloth goods, then make sure you go to Scottacus Customs for robes and capes for Marvel Legends and Black Series. Honestly, premium quality. This cape is only a tattered black cape, but the quality is so nice, and you get 2 layers and even the bendy wire in the hood, so you can actually get it covering his head in the pose you want it. So nice. And again, once it's on a flight stand, it definitely does the job. I'm going to have him with Thanos and the Black Order on mine. I'll get them out right now. So I know Red Skull wasn't officially part of the Black Order, but he's still a villain in Infinity War, so he has to be posed with these guys. So this is the Marvel Select Thanos, as I think it stands a lot better with these Marvel Legends Black Orders. So we've got the Build-A-Figure called Obsidian, Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and Ebony Ma, looking very nice. So my Soul Stonekeeper is going to be lingering in the background on my display now on that flight stand with that Scottacus Customs cape, looking very nice. So again, if you want any cloth goods, head over to ScottacusCustoms.com. I'm sure you will find something you want over there. But yeah, I'm going to go back and put these on my display, looking very good. But as always, people, if you want to see more Marvel Legend content here on the channel, then make sure you do one thing, and that is please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Help the channel grow. You want to help it grow that little bit more, head over to Patreon, links in the description below. Much appreciated. But until then, people, my name is Dan W, and I will, of course, see you on the next one.